In 1987, David Huggins had a dream that began to trigger memories of a very unique past experience. Today, we discuss his story, which includes extraterrestrial visits starting at age 8, cucking a praying mantis, and fathering an alien-human hybrid baby. We learn these stories through his paintings, which gives us insights to one of the most unique and strangest abduction stories of all time. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought paranormal erotica was only fiction, stick around, because I wouldn't be surprised if the government was holding tonight's subjects in Areola 51. This is Necronomipod.
First time we've ever done back-to-back paranormal-ish alien type episodes, assuming that last week might have been an alien.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's a very good question. I hadn't considered that. I like it though.
People want more aliens. We'll fucking give you aliens. Damn it.
I had enough Mr. Cream Pie, Arthur Shawcross for a while, so
It was enough of that. Yeah, we needed a break.
more than enough.
Ian's like, all right, you're going to fucking learn today. You guys going to fuck around. You're going to find out what kind of alien shit we're going to get to. Some alien pedophilia going on in this one.
There's
some lines that may have been crossed.
But before we get into it, people are going nuts on Patreon about that chat GTA show we did.
GTA.
Was it the AI gimmick where you just ask it a question and it responds to you?
Yeah.
It's blowing up on Patreon.
It was fun.
Who'd have thought? All that hard work Ian puts into researching episodes, and Dave just dicks around. And
Hey, ChatGPT, envision Mrs. Hildebrand bringing Mike into the bank. Write a story. Go.
yeah, check that out if you're not on Patreon yet, or if you are a patron, what the fuck haven't you listened to it yet?
That was a good time. It's fun.
People seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, a lot more for next time too.
The ideas are aplenty.
Yeah, I got it. What did I have in the can there? I had him rewrite the Jesus' crucifixion story, but make it a romantic comedy. That was fun.
I think we're going to bring Carl Monday along next time.
Yep. Carl Monday fuck stories.
Fox 8 News I-Team investigator.
If you give me your pussy, I might not show your story on the Eyewitness News tonight.
He would never. He
has integrity. I'm joking.
Of course.
I don't want to impede.
You see that mustache? He's integrity.
I don't want to impugn Carl's name. He's a good man. Man of God. Never do that.
And then also a quick note for on Patreon, especially if anyone signs up now after that awesome plug. This is very rare for us, but the first couple weeks of the month of May, we're not going to have any bonus shows due to scheduling issues. So it's going to be back-ended. You know, all the episodes are going to be later in the month. Still the 3 bonus shows at the $5 tier, and you'll get that 4th bonus show. Dave's Lost Stories.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about this month? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows but
you
me.
Don't even fucking
You'll
know,
never
pal.
get this.
This is him selling. He don't even fucking know what he's going to be telling us about.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
But all shows, as promised, will be out later in the month. So just FYI if you're signing up for Patreon. And if you sign up now, you got a whole back catalog to go catch up on. So you won't even miss us.
You could even go listen to Bible Babble from 2021.
Man.
Still in the archive.
They haven't pulled that down yet?
No.
Shit. I can't believe that.
Instant classic. It's not going anywhere. Joseph the First Cuck? Come on. Should have won an Emmy.
It's all there, folks. Or a Tony, right?
Tony,
It should have been.
me.
Yeah, it was a play.
It was.
We should have made it a musical. That would have been great. Then Hip Hop Jesus could have showed up.
I had ChatGPT write some rhymes about Mike, right? Mm-hmm. They came out pretty good.
Oh, man, I don't even remember that one.
It lost it at the end. But
Oh, that's right. At the end, it was just like,
Didn't really get the rhyming scheme right on a couple of them, but it was good for the most part.
Glitch. Remix. Oh, all right. What else is going on? Anything else? Anything new?
Not really.
Got the High Noon Peach going over there?
Yeah.
It's the best.
I'd be hard pressed to find something that tastes better than High Noon Peach.
You're not wrong.
And I'm on number a lot.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one, then.
It's May now. Spring has sprung.
You wouldn't know
Right?
by walking outside.
It's not great in our neck of
It
the
was
woods.
fucking 42 and rainy here.
Bad.
Strong wind.
3 weeks ago was 80.
Yeah.
What's going on over here?
I think it's going to pick up this weekend and in the next. It's going to be high 60s, 70s for a week or so. I'm hoping that it just stays consistent after that.
No more snow.
But it's Ohio, let's be honest.
Anything could happen.
Memorial Day weekend, we're fucking shoveling.
I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't know.
That's a tough
I'd like
one.
Dick Goddard to come tell us. Another Fox 8 legend. Alas, he cannot.
he'd be like 150 years old right now.
Carl Monday, Dick Goddard sword fight. How about that?
I mean, is there a Blue Chew involved? Because they're not getting it up. I'm assuming you meant penises.
Oh, of course.
I don't think either one. Well, we know
We go lightsabers if you want.
Dick ain't getting it up now. I don't know, but Carl might. He still fucks.
He still fucks for sure. He's probably fucking right now.
He probably. All right.
Whether I fuck is none of your business, fellas.
Speaking of fucking,
In 1987, David Huggins was a normal guy. He had a wife, a son, a job, and he was an accomplished painter.
he liked to fuck.
Yeah, he did like to fuck.
Hugging some alien pussy from what I heard.
One day, David was listening to the radio, and the date August 17th, 1987 was mentioned. For whatever reason, it felt like a light bulb went off in David's head. Like, that date has to mean something. It has some type of significance. Fast forward a bit to August 17th, 1987. That night, David had a dream about a UFO coming down from the sky and landing in a field. Out of the UFO stepped an alien-human hybrid woman. She had long black hair with straight bangs, typical gray appearance. However, she had a small nose, and she was around 5'6", with a human woman's body.
Holla, holla. Yeah. She sounds hot.
On that description, I would bang her.
Well, of course you would.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean? You saying I have low standards?
I think you know what it means. I'd like to hear the description where you would say I wouldn't bang her. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking about it.
Helga Helen Hildebrand would not bang her. Have you seen my pussy, Mike? It's beautiful.
After that dream, David became depressed, like he was missing something in his life. David ended up getting a hold of a Bud Hopkins book on alien abductions. We talked about Bud Hopkins in our Copley Woods episode. He wrote the book on that. And it was like a flood of memories came back to him. David started remembering abduction experiences going back to 1951 when he was 8 years old. Being a painter, David started to paint his memories, and for the longest time, he thought that there was a very good chance that he was just remembering a bunch of dreams.
If you have vivid dreams, do you have trouble differentiating between reality and dreams when you think back like that? I don't really have those. My dreams are more blurry than vivid like that, so I could never confuse them for, real life.
Not when I look back, but when I have a really vivid dream, it seems really real, and it takes me a minute to snap out of it.
If you think about some dreams from childhood, do you have trouble sometimes remembering whether that was a dream or if that really happened to you?
I don't think I'd be able to know. Like, I don't remember.
At this point,
like,
right?
at this point, I would just be, it would either be a memory for me or a dream. And whether or not that was correct, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
That you can't tell the difference sometimes.
yeah, like if I had a memory from my childhood that was actually a dream, I wouldn't at this point, it would just be a memory from my childhood.
Yeah, like I guess that's my point.
I've had, but like if I have very vivid dreams, either I wake up and I'm like, oh, like, okay, man, that felt real. But like, no, I was not just inside Casey Anthony's butt. But like,
what's this wet spot?
There'd be times like when I'm having like if I have just like a regular dream where it's like maybe a conversation with like just say you guys, and then the next day I'm like, or a week later I'm like, wait, did we talk about that or did I dream that?
Yeah,
like that's happened to me before. But nothing like simple stuff like that. Like, oh, did we talk about like how I ate 15 White Castle sliders? Because we might have actually talked about that, but I think I dreamt that. Like more like stuff like that. Like nothing like.
I think there's some people that dream so vividly though that they sometimes confuse that for reality.
I could absolutely see how that's possible.
I just think that's part of the discussion in these types of stories sometimes. Not necessarily in this one, but sometimes. Dave
just blew his load on how he feels about this one. Damn.
Honestly,
very David Huggins.
I like this guy a lot, and I was reading it and I watched the documentary. I'm like, I'm gonna have trouble making jokes about this guy because seems like a very nice man. And
no, let's make fun of the fucking Gray who sexually assaulted a child.
Right. But I know I like this guy a lot.
Unlike our other abduction stories, David didn't do any hypnosis or talk to someone like Bud Hopkins or Jacques Vallée. He stayed quiet until he went to a UFO conference in 2002. In 2002, he met a woman named Farah Yurdozu who convinced David to share his artwork with the world. David wasn't immediately convinced. Like he didn't want to expose himself to a bunch of ridicule. He wasn't going to UFO conferences as like a speaker or anything. He was just going out of interest. In 2009, Farah got David to share his paintings in a 68-page kind of coffee table book titled Love in an Alien Purgatory. But I would say if you bought that book and threw it on your coffee table for like people to check out if they came over, you have to give them a solid warning beforehand.
I would do that.
Like someone like your grandma goes to pick it up like, hey, grandma. So see what had happened was that I really wanted to read this book. You're going to see some things. She's like, oh, fuck off. You fucking.
Give me another Pall Mall pansy grandson.
You prude. I want to see some alien bone.
John Wayne fucked me in an alley before you were born, Sonny. I can handle some alien porn.
He put his cigarettes out in my asshole. Fuck off, you little beta bitch.
Then in 2017, Brad Abraham helped David organize a gallery for people to view his artwork. Just like a one-time thing, and it was documented in the film Love and Saucers, which is a really cool documentary. It's fun.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
David just tells his story. You see his art gallery, and then it's just the end of the documentary.
He's like, yeah, I'll tell you my story, but he wasn't really looking for fame. He wasn't interested in publicizing himself for the most part.
He was 72 during the documentary.
Yeah, he's like, this is what happens. You believe me, you believe me. I don't really care if you do or not.
What it seems like is two young people in their late 20s or something heard his story. That Farah woman heard his story, and they not pressured him, but they talked him into at least sharing his artwork with the world.
Yeah. Wasn't his idea.
No. So back in 1951, when David was 8 years old, his family lived on a farm in Georgia. One summer day, he was playing around his family's barn when a short being with dark hair covering its whole body stepped out of the woods. David said that the being had glowing yellow eyes, and when he locked eyes with it, David was frozen. After what seemed like hours, David was finally freed and ran to his house. David said that he went back to the edge of the woods toward the evening of that same day, and the being stepped out of the woods again, to which David immediately ran away. Later that night, David woke up out of a deep sleep and looked out his bedroom window. What he saw staring back at him was an owl with very large eyes. Following this, David said that he had a reoccurring dream about little men in his bedroom.
I hate owls, by the way. There's a couple owls back in the woods here.
You've been having a big issue with those.
They make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was reading this earlier, they were,
Is that how they sound? That sounded like Helga, Helen, Hildebrand getting laid.
Whatever they do. And they talk back and forth to each other. They wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've always found
Not a
owls
fan.
to be very peaceful sounding.
Yeah.
I've never heard them very loud, and I've never heard them in the middle of the night. So I don't know what you're going through, but I've always enjoyed the sound of owls.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm not a fan. Very noisy.
I don't think I've ever heard an owl before. At least not
Yeah,
that I
you
can
asked.
think of.
He told us off air the other day, and you asked like what an owl sounds like, and it almost blew my mind. I was like, "Wait, you don't know what an owl sounds like?"
I didn't know if they like actually.
You know, cows moo, right?
But I didn't know if they had like a weird. If it was like.
Like that or something, right? Like,
It's very weird.
can you imagine an owl doing that while twisting its whole head around? Like,
That'd be terrifying.
it really fucking would be.
But this is a pretty common theme in alien abduction stories.
Owls?
Yeah, seeing an owl beforehand.
They said the Flatwood Monster was an owl, right? They get that a lot. No, it's just a big owl.
You gonna go fuck around with that owl, Dave?
No.
Mothman gets blamed on
Mothman,
it.
owl. I'll sit on my porch with a rifle and put a round through the owl's head, though. So I don't have to listen to it anymore.
Can you imagine if that happens and then it's actually the Mothman and Dave kills the Mothman? And he's just like on the news, like one of those fishermen with one of those big marlins, and he's just holding like the Mothman up. Like, I got him. This podcast blows up because Dave killed Mothman.
I killed the Mothman.com. I take over the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant.
Oh, you just own it now since you killed the Mothman.
Yeah, that's it.
The deed to the museum says that anyone who kills the Mothman gets transfer ownership immediately. It's the Mothman clause. Drag his corpse down there. Like, all right, give me the keys, motherfuckers.
One afternoon within this time frame of living in Georgia, David walked to his family's barn to get a baseball. As he got closer, he heard a weird sound from the other side of the barn. David walked around to check it out and ran into a large praying mantis looking being. The being sprayed a bluish gray liquid on David, which didn't stain or actually get him wet or anything. It was like he was being hit with nothing. Staying in the Georgia time frame, David painted an experience that he titled 8 Floating Grays. David said that one afternoon he was in a field looking for arrowheads when he looked up and saw 8 grays floating down from the sky. He said that they were wearing blue jumpsuits, and when they got to the ground, they started running towards David. David took off super scared, but when he turned to look back real quick, he said that the grays just suddenly disappeared into thin air. And this incident is going to kick off years-long experiences with the grays.
So he said that in one of those experiences when the grays were running at him, like his consciousness shifted and he saw through their eyes himself as the gray was running at him, which I thought was very terrifying. So for a second, he saw the gray looking at him, running at him.
Is that something we've ever discussed before? Like,
I don't know. That's
they could do telekinesis in some of these stories, right? But like never like seeing from them. Like they're
The only thing similar to that would be Barney Hill in his hypnosis. He said, "It feels like its eyes are in my eyes."
which is also a really terrifying thing. Especially when you listen to like those Barney Hill clips.
Yeah, he's screaming about the eyes. He's not a fan.
Yeah. He's trying to get his wife to put the pipe down, too.
Poor guy. I know. He had so much going on. They should have been on, what was the show?
Jerry Springer.
No.
Jerry. It would pour one out for Jerry Springer tonight.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jerry.
Hometown hero, right? Cincinnati.
Ish.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't want to claim Cincinnati hometown, pal, first of all. We will take Jerry Springer.
Didn't I read this week he was born in a subway station in Germany or something? Something weird.
I don't know. Really?
I think so.
Shouldn't dream that, Dave.
I might.
You've been losing sleep with the owls. It's been a rough, I can't wait till Dave has a sleep paralysis shadow people experience at night.
And owls are going on.
Well, I hope not for that, but I mean, that's going to blow your mind.
I mean, if it hasn't happened yet.
The way you hate dreams, that's going to fuck your world up. Because like my experience, it feels real. And I remember it the next day. I know it as it's happening.
I don't ever want that.
No.
Even if it is a dream, you feel like you can't move. I mean, we've been down that road 100 times. People have heard my story. Read my book. It's coming out soon. It's not, but.
Later that night, David woke up in the middle of the night again. When he looked out the window, there was a UFO hovering in the air and a group of grays standing outside looking at him through the window. The next thing he knew, one of the grays opened up his bedroom door and walked in. That gray walked him outside to the rest of the group, and at that point they guided him through the air up towards the hovering UFO. Then, just like someone snapped their fingers, David was inside the UFO. He said that the interior reminded him of a doctor's office, and he was standing there with one of the grays when the hybrid woman we talked about at the beginning walked into the room. David said he remembered asking the gray standing next to him if it was his mother, to which the gray and the hybrid woman just smiled at him. David thought that the hybrid woman could have been the gray's mom because, you know, like all descriptions of the grays, these ones were small, 3 to 4 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
The small gray walked behind David and held onto his arms. The hybrid woman, who told David that her name was Crescent, put a small tube into David's nose. David said that there was pressure, like it wouldn't go up his nose, but then he heard and felt a crunch. Then Crescent removed the tube. David started crying, but when she put her hand on his nose, the pain stopped.
Are they tagging him, sticking something up his nose?
Some kind of implant.
Mm-hmm. That's how I read it.
Mm-hmm. After this, David was taken to another room that had a large window, and he could see Earth out of it. There was a taller male hybrid who was kind of encouraging David to look at Earth through the window. Then the next thing David knew, it was morning. He was in his bed and had some dried blood around his nose. A couple weeks went by before anything else happened to David. Again, with another broad daylight experience, David was walking to a friend's house when he noticed a gray peeking out from some bushes on the edge of the woods.
Hello.
And the painting is just like this little head hanging out.
Hey, David.
Holla, holla.
David felt a presence behind him, and at that point, everything went white, and the next thing David knew, he was on the ground curled up with a bunch of grays looking down at him. David said that he heard 3 beeps, and the grays were gone. When he got to his house, a couple hours had passed, and his friend was worried about him.
I bet. I don't like that lost time, man. The lost time stuff freaks me out.
Yeah, where reality just changes, or either that, reality changes, or you're just made to forget.
Yeah. Well, I guess being on the ground and a bunch of grays looking down at you would freak me out a little bit too.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Fucking terrifying.
They turned into like a kind of a guardian type thing for David. Like he has a painting where there's one of the smaller grays, the hybrid woman Crescent, and she's like holding onto his shoulders, and they like protected him from a black snake. Like he was about to get bit by the snake, and all of a sudden she was there to
That's nice of him.
move him out of the way. He has another weird painting with a tall, dark female being where she's like sitting under a tree with her arms outstretched. And he said that there was nothing wrong with her. Like she didn't scare him or anything, but she was just there. He never knew why. It was like a one and done type sighting. She looked like a gray, like in the face, but she had brown skin, really long arms, really long legs.
I like the artwork. I think it's super cool. Mm-hmm. I would gladly hang one of his paintings in my home.
You should buy one.
I don't think they're for sale.
You can
would.
find one. You just got to pay the price, pal.
Is that right?
Probably.
Contact them.
We'll see.
All right, I'll make an offer.
Declan will look it up for you. We'll have him find something.
David's next memory of being abducted came about a year later when David was 10 years old. All he remembers is being inside the same UFO as before that looked like a doctor's office. One of the Greys walked into the room holding a cylinder-shaped glass container. The Grey walked up and showed it to David like, here, see, and inside was a Grey baby. David said that the Grey kept moving the container towards him, like, make sure you get a good look. And he was confused by the whole thing.
As would I be.
He's like, no, here, look. Like, see it.
Like, I see it.
Fucking got it, pal. Back off.
The following year, David's family moved from Paulden, Georgia to Ackworth, Georgia. And that was the end of his abduction experiences until he turned 17 years old.
Couldn't find him pre-GPS. That thing they put on his nose maybe wasn't working properly.
Lost coverage.
Yeah. He's probably just sitting at home like, where's those aliens? Why aren't they coming to get me anymore?
Oh, best times for him were ahead, right?
Oh, yeah.
See you next week.
So fast forward to being 17 years old. One day, David was walking through a shortcut in the woods to hang out with some friends when he saw the female human hybrid Crescent sitting under a tree. She got up and walked towards him and told David to lay on the ground. David took off his clothes. Crescent got on top of him. And the last thing David remembers is her eyes being right up against his. And remember, she looks like a Gray. Just she has a nose, so slightly more human.
And
Great ass!
it's a good-looking alien.
David had just lost his virginity to an alien human hybrid.
Yeah, good for you, homie.
What a way to do it, too.
Right?
Ian is so jealous right now.
That's the paint. That's the painting I sent you guys.
Is that caption number one?
I don't know. That's one where he's in the middle of the woods, laying on his back.
He's riding, or she's riding.
Oh, yeah. I got a boner.
That's.
I'm not showing you. You got the same photo. I love how he's laying there. Like, oh, that's something else. It's like his toes are curling backwards.
Yeah, they are. Looks like he's in pain, though. I believe in the documentary when he reached his climax, as he said. It was a little painful for him, which I'm not sure what that means.
He was like instantly hard too.
I would be. Have you seen that girl?
Great ass!
I think anyone who says reached my climax probably is in pain when they're having sex.
He wasn't comfortable saying
I came
or blew my load. He kept saying
I did a cum in a woman.
and an alien.
And an alien
I did
woman.
a cum in an alien woman.
Yeah, David was very polite.
Yeah. When I reached my climax.
Well, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, even with an alien hybrid.
He's literally painting himself fucking aliens.
But he's not kissing and telling.
I would argue that Crescent is very scary looking.
That face is very odd. He said she's beautiful, nice body, but she's got that pale alien fucking head. I don't know. You got to double bag that head, I think.
So he's banging an English chick. It's no big deal. Come on. Fun for all involved, right?
Apparently.
About 2 weeks after this encounter, David woke up to find the hairy being from the beginning standing next to his bed.
This is Ron Jeremy. Hey, want to watch me suck my own cock?
That picture you posted back in the day is so ridiculous how hairy that man is.
Gross. So no bystanders saw them fucking in the woods or anything?
No.
They were deep in the woods.
What if you'd have walked by, Dave, just taking one, doing one of your hikes that you like to do because you're, a white person, and you look over and you see this thing like mounting this man, fucking him. Wait, you're gonna stop, right? Pull out your phone, maybe.
Oh, I think so.
You have to.
This was the 60s, though. I'm not sure there were phones available.
I'm saying now, though.
Modern day, I would be like, Is that an alien woman fucking a 17-year-old boy on the floor in the park?
My iPhone 36. I'm going to zoom in and get an HD video of this.
Yeah, I almost get in these type of stories, like Betty and Dreesen's, I don't even know if it's an actual physical thing happening or if it's like that mix of a psychic and physical phenomena that we just can't understand fully. Because
so the definition of happening is open for interpretation.
Yeah, like abductions, like you don't actually even leave your bedroom somehow.
Yeah.
Like Betty and Dreesen talked about how she actually walked through the wall of her house outside and up into this UFO, and nobody else saw that, obviously. So if that really happened to her, there's some type of technology we don't fully understand.
There's a similar story later here too.
Right.
Kind of the same thing.
So this hairy being, now I'm just going to think of it as Ron Jeremy the whole time.
Which makes this story so much worse. Yeah. Like, this is not okay.
Being told David to get dressed, and when they went outside, there were 3 UFOs hovering just above the ground. He said that the light coming off these UFOs weren't super bright, just more like a dim glow. Once he got close enough, David said that Crescent and the praying mantis being were standing outside the craft. That's the last thing David remembers about that encounter. We've talked about the praying mantis too a bunch of times, especially when we have brought up that whole psychic, interdimensional phenomena, how people on DMT see a praying mantis being a lot of times.
It's weird.
Yeah. There is something with a praying mantis that is like hardwired into our brains.
They're very scary. I wouldn't want to see a fucking praying mantis.
No.
It's terrifying.
The DMT stories about people talking to these praying mantis beings doesn't sound fun.
No, thank you.
Why is it that so many people who do DMT see praying mantis?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Either
praying manti, is that the correct term?
Oh, I don't know.
But they're like intelligent and they speak, and
that's so weird.
Yeah. So it's either, in David's could speak. There's other alien abduction stories that talk about praying mantis and they can talk.
I want to see a non-praying mantis, a secular mantis, if you will.
You guys would be best friends.
Either they're real in a different dimension, and DMT allows you to tap into that, and abduction stories are real and people are really experiencing it, or it's something that's hardwired into our brain for some reason.
Some evolutionary thing in the past.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if we could just get all those answers tonight? Someone would just bring them to us.
Let's do some
Give
DMT.
us the answers now.
You guys got
I
some
want
DMT?
the answers. Show me the answers.
We did do an episode with the start of it. We're like, and here we go. And we all just take DMT and then just see where the episode takes us.
Oh, my God.
2 hours later, we're canceled.
It only lasts like 10 minutes, I think, from what I've read. It's not very long.
Yeah, but you got to give it time for it to get out there, and then people see it, and then they cancel us. 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's crazy, too, because there are a lot of alien abduction stories that just have that DMT vibe to them.
Maybe there's an accidental ingestion of DMT scenario that no one's ever considered.
Well, your body produces it.
Right.
But just in like really tiny amounts. I think it comes from your pineal gland, right?
I don't know. Or like some accidental something process that takes place.
Like someone drops one in your drink. You get roofied.
Well, that's your business. That's your department, Mike. I don't know how all that works.
Might just happen. Enjoy that peach high noon.
But there's people I think like if we could unlock that something in our brain to actually produce DMT, produce more, that we could open up that next part of our brain that we don't use and stuff.
Yeah. I'd be too scared, I think, to do it.
Yeah.
DMT?
Yeah.
I don't like when I smoke too much weed and I freak out a bit.
Although it's not very long. You'll be back 10 minutes.
I'm a good person, though. I don't do drugs.
What a good person.
When David turned 19, he moved to New York City to pursue an art degree. To make ends meet, David got a job at a hardware store. One day he noticed a man and a woman standing at the entrance of the store just staring at him. After a while, David walked up to them and asked if they needed any help. And they just stared at him, didn't answer him. So David repeated the question, and at that point, the two turned and quickly walked away.
So this guy has fucked an alien and has worked at a hardware store. He is everything you could never be.
What kind of hammers do you guys have? I don't know.
Oh, it was over there, I think.
He also told a story about hitchhiking in Manhattan when he moved to New York, and then an odd lady picked him up. And you remember this? Picked him up in a car and drove him to Central Park. They really didn't talk.
He thought, and then he talked about like someone being in the back seat as well, and he didn't want to turn around because he was afraid.
Weird story.
Yeah, there's a painting that he did from that night. He said that he saw like a face in the darkness and doesn't know if it was a dream or not. The painting is fucking creepy because it's just a like black background with just Crescent's face and her eyes are closed. That's all you see.
She's creepy as shit.
Yeah, dude.
She must have a banging body.
He said she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great ass!
Thanks, Al.
You know, there's the thing too about aliens' faces, like grays. They're super unsettling to me. I don't like looking at them at all. For as much as I love alien
Grays?
books, yeah, I do not like the
drawings of them.
They're scary.
They are super scary.
Yeah.
Why though?
I don't know.
Just because it's unfamiliar, or it's like you don't know if
It's
they're
just
out
a
there.
blank. It's a blank look. It's like they're looking through you. I don't know what it is. It's something very peculiar. That's scary.
Especially the hybrids. I do not like the alien human hybrid drawings.
I get the hybrids and like in the Men in Black more because it's like it's human-esque, but something's off. Like I get that. The gray ones don't scare me as much, but then again, like if I see one in person, of course. But like the drawings or pictures of them don't bother me as much. But the ones like that are similar but off are like that weird trippiness.
You know, an interesting theory. Doctors that have debunked the abduction experiences, they say that we perceive grays the way we do based off of images or memories from when we were babies, that our eyes are not adjusted yet. Oh. And so when people are bending down to pick us up, we're seeing them, and based on how our eyes focus, that's what they look like. And we're just having like, it's like something triggers.
No wonder why babies cry all the time. It's fucking terrifying.
Like something's triggering that like infant memory or like a dream.
Interesting. I never heard that. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That's really interesting.
Yeah. It's like sleep paralysis mixed with
You waited
that.
4 years to tell us that? Like fucking Christ. That's a huge thing.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
All paranormal
God.
solved. Good night.
Jesus. He's like, oh, by the way.
I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but look, there's logical explanations for most things.
I mean, that very
Not
well
sure.
could be. I can't say no. I can't disprove that guy. So not too long after this, David started having a reoccurring experience that at the time he thought were dreams. Every night, David woke up to a crescent on top of him and they were having sex. Meanwhile, that praying mantis being was always in the corner of the room watching. I sent you that picture too.
Fucking beta cuck.
It's that Beastie Boys song. Intergalactic cuckoldery.
Just fucking sitting there with his dong hanging out.
And David
That
said,
is 100% his dong, by the way, right? That's his dong. That's his dong.
It's unconfirmed.
He's loving it.
he says that the praying mantis is there every time
Every time.
Every time
I
watching.
don't love in this photo that Crescent is given it looks like nipple play on
Yeah, maybe.
David. I don't want that. Get the fuck away from the nips.
There's a good painting of him sucking on her nips too.
Oh, I've seen it.
It's good.
Why do you think I went to the bathroom 3 times? I'll tell you what, she's got a dynamite turd cutter. Look at that thing on her. Me gusta.
So David thought that these were dreams going on, and he got the idea to buy flowers and put them out. And the experience happened again, and Crescent took the flowers.
The best part's the end. Fucking guy with a black lung.
She probably doesn't get flowers back on her home planet, right? That's nice of David.
Yeah, so that was like kind of.
He considered her his girlfriend
Yeah, I mean,
based on the documentary and what he had to say.
she took his virginity.
Unconventional, yeah. He said he tried to go out with girls at the school. You know, he was in art school in New York. And he had some dates.
Nerd.
This guy.
I'm teasing.
And he had some dates with some of his classmates, but there was always a one and done. So I wonder, like in conversation on the first date, he's like, "Yeah, I fuck aliens." Like, is that one of the reasons why?
But they still. Oh, it was one and done dates, not
one
like
and
hooking
done
up
dates.
with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. There was never a second date. I wonder if he was talking about this alien stuff on the first date.
At the beginning of the episode, we talked about how after he had that dream on August 17th, 1987, he became depressed and something was missing in his life. Mm-hmm. Did he really have that feeling his entire life, kind of after these abductions started? I wonder. And maybe that's why he couldn't really have a lot of good relationships.
I don't know.
Was it just kind of affecting him from the get-go?
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe he just was a loser. I don't know. He just couldn't keep a girl, but
Seems like a nice guy. He's a little off. He's a very nice man, though.
we're all a little off, though, right? I mean, look at us.
I am.
He has a sweet VHS collection.
He does. He's got some cool movies.
Like what? Like what makes
all
a
the
sweet
old Son of
VHS?
Frankenstein, like all the old
Really?
B-movie stuff, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, like crazy.
All the old sci-fi stuff from the 50s.
It's wild that VHS tapes now are like the back cool thing to have. Like a few years ago, we were trying to unload them, right? Like,
I did unload them.
yeah. I just got rid of a few years ago a bunch of DVDs. I kind of regret that because they're going to come back around. I still have a good box full, but it's just weird. Like cassettes are coming back around. I've seen people like on like Instagram now. It's like cassettes are like the new thing that are coming up. Yeah. It's weird how it's all like cyclical like that.
Yeah, it is. He said he likes to hear the tape running on the VHS. I don't know. It's a cool guy.
I like the rewind sound. Hearing the tape is a little weird. Do you ever hear the tape? Like when the movie's on, like, are you hearing the tape?
I have not watched the VHS.
Like it's not like it's an old
long
projector
time.
where like you can hear that.
You have a loud one, I guess.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Remember the old rewind machines?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you have one of those?
Yeah,
You gotta
I remember.
be kind
them.
and rewind before you take your movie back.
That's just so wild. We used to do that. Or if your cassette got fucked up, you used to have to like rewind it back. Fucking Christ. Now we get annoyed if it takes 10 seconds to like start streaming a song. We're like, fuck this phone. I hate it. So stupid. Apple just wants me to buy a new phone.
The world is exponentially better. I don't need any goddamn VHS tapes ever. None.
I'm just saying, you were going on about his. So you like the fact that he has the collection.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, I'll stream it.
Of course.
Yeah.
A rational human being would do
You think
that.
I want to get up and put a movie in a fucking machine? What are you talking about?
Curb Your Enthusiasm. I have a system. I put the DVD in, put the DVD on top of the shelf, and watch. It's a flawless system. You don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, pal?
Nope. Don't worry about anything.
No discs getting scratched.
Nope. All about ease.
The same night that the flowers were taken, David noticed a small dot of light on his wall directly in front of his bed. The light grew bigger and bigger until the praying mantis and Crescent stepped out of it. And Crescent sat on the bed smiling at David. Per the usual, Crescent banged David while the praying mantis watched, and then when they were done, David got up and looked at the glowing circle on the wall. David says that he got the feeling that Crescent wanted him to walk through, to go through the circle, so David stepped through. David found that he was instantly in the doctor's office type room of the usual UFO, and the window was there with a view of Earth. After this encounter, he was left alone for a couple weeks. That's crazy, right? You just step through the wall and you're like in outer space.
That's a whole new aspect. But that's what it probably all is anyway, right?
It has.
That makes more sense than anything else.
That's where a lot of the old heavy hitters of this stuff, J. Allen Hynek, Jacques Vallée, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
More dimensional than a physical UFO type thing.
Like what it would actually take to travel from a distant galaxy to here.
If people in the future or more advanced life forms on other planets figured out a way to travel long distances like that, you're right. The UFO thing seems like it'd be simplistic and harder. Like if they were really knowledgeable and advanced, they come up with a way to travel interdimensionally.
Yeah.
Because it's easier and it makes more sense.
And I think it has more of a scientific base to it, with string theory and all that kind of stuff.
It's high tech.
Yeah.
The UFO physical spaceship is low tech.
And there's the other theory, that the idea that Stephen Hawking always brought up was, if a physical race of aliens showed up here, chances are that they would fuck us up and just kill us all. That was his thought. His thought was that we should not be looking for life outside.
We won't like what we find.
Yeah, he never. That's
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, that's what his stance was on that. That we should not be broadcasting out to the universe that we're here.
It's a valid point of view.
Not only would they probably wreck us, but they would bring bacterias and viruses here and things that we're not used to.
Just like we did to the Native Americans. It makes sense.
Yeah.
That tracks.
David had some other paintings he did with like an underground cave system. He said it was like a parking garage that looked like it was in a cave with a bunch of UFOs just parked in there. There's lore with that there's underground bases and stuff, because the military does have some underground stuff going on, but there's conspiracy theories with that. So I think
exactly is taking place there?
Yeah, like there's like underground Area 51 stuff. A big theme in David's story with all of this is when he was told that his baby was dying, this alien human hybrid. He was told that he had babies with, like, that was the goal of all of this, was to reproduce. David's shown this big room full of all of these canisters, like the canister that
an incubator room.
Yeah, that the Gray showed him, like in the beginning, the little canister, like just filled with those.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is that they don't know how to nurture the babies, which that's another common theme. They don't understand that human emotion, and touching the baby, like David touching the baby, made it better, like gave it that extra life.
Well, and there's also the painting of him suckling Crescent's breast.
Yeah. Teaching the baby how to do it.
Teaching the babies how to do it. To nurse.
That photo.
Good for you, David. You suck that titty and show all those hybrids what's up. Look, my children, This is how you suck on your mama's titty. Now do this. Do as I have done.
It's just a photo of him sucking on her titty while babies watch. And it is very upsetting and disturbing.
It's not upsetting at all. It's fantastic. He's giving them life, Mike. He's showing them the way.
He ain't giving them anything. He's taking it all. And this little small, fragile baby is watching him.
He has a bunch of paintings like that where he's like teaching all kinds of other human hybrid women to have sex. Like they're watching him have sex with
He's
Crescent.
a master. Good for him. How come he's always on the bottom?
I don't know.
Is it submissive kind of thing?
Maybe he's at a beta kink. Oh, don't you dare shame him. He just likes to be on the bottom.
I'm not shaming anybody. I like to be on the bottom myself. I'm just lazy, and I don't really have to do anything.
Look, if that thing showed up, pal, you're listening to her, right? You're not fighting back.
That's kind of my question. Is it submissive and she calls the shots? Crescent?
Yeah, he is always on the bottom.
Yeah. There's another good painting of her holding his cock, jerking him. It's a good one.
I see that one?
I don't think he sent that one.
Oh. What the fuck? You just sent me that one? Give me blue balls over here.
Hey, do some research, pal.
No. Not going to happen.
He talked about being depressed after the baby dying thing happened. Like he thought he was the one that killed the baby. Something gave him that impression.
Oh, and she came back. She's like, hey, the baby's alive.
Yeah.
You're good, dude. Get on the floor and fuck me again.
He has a painting where he talks about how other hybrid women were trying to get him to stay. Like they're like asking, can David stay? And Crescent's like, nah, he's got to go.
Can David fuck us too?
Well, yeah, because that's what they started to want to do. And he said that he has a painting that's like up close, and like if they move their breasts up and down, like kind of jiggle, that means that they want to have sex.
It always does. Yeah. What else did it mean? Yeah.
Relevant today with us lowly humans. A woman jiggles her breasts in front of you. It means she wants to mate.
Holla, holla.
He gets it. Ja Rule gets it.
Yeah,
That rule always gets it. He's got a fetish for fucking you with the skirt on.
He certainly fucks. Ja Rule fucks.
The backseat of the UFO. You know how we do a Crescent? Feet to Gray's shoulder.
David has an experience with a phoenix that bursts into flames, and out of the ashes, a worm was left in its place. This is the only time I have an issue with David's whole story because this is so specific. Betty Andreessen had, in her abduction story, she saw a phoenix. It burst into flames. A worm came out of the ashes, and the worm spoke to her. And J. Allen Hynek believed her whole story, and he felt that the phoenix bursting into flames was a religious thing for her because she saw the whole abduction as a religious experience. Remember, she thought the Greys were angels and all that. He felt that it was her mind rationalizing something. That is so specific.
It is. David, shame. Shame. I'm really curious the level of research this guy did on other stuff before he came out with this story.
I mean, I can go through this outline and just kind of.
They showed him in the reading the Copley Woods Bud Hopkins book in the movie.
Yeah, that's my problem. That's my biggest problem with this. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it. Why'd you have to go and do that?
You fucking idiot. Kayfabe that at least.
There's one part in his book, maybe we'll post a picture of this, where he talks about he received this plastic bag, and it was thin, like a laptop, just plastic wrapper, but a gray was inside of it. And it was like, was holding it and could see its face, and it was like moving around and stuff, and he got freaked out, like super scared of that.
Just the head?
Yeah, but its hands were in there too. It was like it was looking up against a glass window, but he was holding it like a laptop.
Dude.
He did, yeah, that was super creepy.
That's really creepy.
And he had his last encounter in 1991. It just stopped for him. I guess they were done with the breeding process.
So I'm a little confused on the timeline. So this happened when he was a kid. Then he went to New York City and it continued happening. And then he forgot till 1987. And this whole thing with that August of 1987 made him remember it. And then they came back.
Then it kicked off again.
And then the last time in 91.
Correct.
All right. It's kind of a strange timeline.
But he didn't. When did he start painting, though?
He had always been.
He had been doing it from the beginning.
Even when he was a kid, yeah.
Oh, see, I thought that Farrah girl got him to start painting when he remembered.
Oh, no.
I see.
Yeah, because he just up and left Georgia because he kind of like, I don't fit in here. This isn't for me. So he took off to.
Not many people fit in Georgia, in all fairness.
So he took off to New York City and then went to college to get an art degree and stuff.
He just left his parents a note, too. He's like, they weren't home. He was 19. He left them a note. Yeah, I'm going. See ya.
Bye.
Said they weren't very nice. They were drunks.
Yeah.
Is this... I don't know what happened to this guy when he was a kid in Georgia, but is this some sort of metaphor for childhood molestation? Because that's kind of what I get out of this.
Maybe.
That's how I see this story. This is his mind changing,
Like, is it
what happened to him.
It's a metaphor in his mind, like he's trying to tell us a story, or that's just the way his mind's shaping it.
Yeah, maybe not even a metaphor. Maybe
This is his mind protecting himself.
Yes, exactly.
We've talked about that before in these type of stories, that your mind can do all kinds of things to block out trauma.
It kind of seems like that's what this is.
I don't think he's trying to get anything over on anybody or profit.
Seem like it.
Maybe something like the phoenix bursting into flames. Like maybe he got that from.
Did he read that in another book and like that? He's like, all right, this lends a little credence to what I'm trying to say.
Like that's so
something.
Yeah, that's so specific. That's like that. There's no way.
But if there is alien abductions happening, is it not likely that two incidents could be similar?
That's why things like
if you believe them, I don't think it's unlikely there's going to be some crossover things with some of these stories.
That's a good point. If they're going to do it to one person,
stealing it necessarily.
If you believe both stories, then it shouldn't be a stretch for you to believe that similar aspects happened to both.
It might just happen to both people.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he points out somewhere in here that he heard 3 beeps and then forgot everything. That Betty and Barney Hill both said that they heard 3 beeps and then they lost time. I mean,
and when was Betty and Barney Hill in relation to him?
Well, he came
61, Betty. Right? 61, 62.
Mm-hmm. So it's probably, me as a believer in this stuff, it's probably just somewhere in the process, there's 3 beeps.
Yeah, if we're believing these things happen and believing that the people causing them to happen are the same people, then it makes a lot of sense that the same things would happen, right?
The only reason I raise issue with the Phoenix thing is because JL and Hynek felt that there was no Phoenix or anything. Betty's mind was rationalizing that because she saw it as all a religious experience.
That was Betty specific.
Right.
That, even if you believe that stuff, it wouldn't have been replicated with someone else. That was,
right.
That was her thing. Okay.
Because she viewed that, and the whole thing was just viewed in a completely different light. Mm-hmm. She thought that she was being touched by angels.
Yeah, right. All right.
In the arms of an angel.
I didn't even think about what you said about David maybe masking or his brain protecting him from trauma.
That's how
I throw in the last 2 stories we've covered. Last week, bringing up that fucking Sam, the Sandown clown, was just a pedophile in disguise. God damn it, pal. Can we have nothing?
That's how I kind of see it. He seems like...
So that's your... Because we're at the wrap up here. Is that your theory?
He seems like a guy who may have been injured as a kid.
injuries
my
and
read on
sexually
it.
assaulted,
Yeah.
perhaps.
That's my read on him. Seems like a nice guy. I think he 100% believes what he's saying, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his brain is
Yeah.
protecting him,
Yeah.
telling him that this other story happened.
that's my read. I don't know, but who knows?
Meanwhile, it was Aunt Sharon who had the great ass that was riding him.
It very may well have been.
Yeah, I don't think he's not trying to profit off of this. He's not
not at
parading
all,
himself
no.
around, or he's just a good painter. And
It was interesting. He got divorced from his wife shortly after all this came out in 87 or whatever. But at the end of the documentary, it said that he's been living in Hoboken, New Jersey for the past 20 years with his ex-wife.
maybe
Well,
that's
could
like a
have been a-
mutual thing where
Yeah. So
Could have been
just
another
pals.
ex-wife, though.
No, it was the same woman.
maybe they share like half the house or
Yeah.
something.
So he lives with his ex-wife, and he has Crescent, who is his SpaceX.
Imagine being a successful painter and you choose to live your life in New Jersey.
I don't think he's a successful painter.
Oh, is he not successful?
No. You know, he works at
Just other than the story.
deli a little bit.
So he fits in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I just think of the movie The Wrestler, and he works at the deli in New Jersey, and it all makes sense.
Yeah,
He's not living in a mansion or anything.
No, I wasn't. I'm trying to imply that. I don't know. I got from the story that he might have been an artist who, made some money selling his paintings. But I guess if it wasn't for this story, he probably really wouldn't have been known.
Yeah, I don't know that we
General.
would know him as an artist.
Okay.
Right?
no, just a hobby, really.
It seems
at
like
that
it.
point in his life. Because when the documentary was filmed, he was 72. I don't even know if he's still alive. I was trying hard to figure it out. I couldn't find him.
Yeah. Documentary was from 2017,
So he'd be what now?
That would be 6 years ago-ish.
78, 79, depending on when they actually filmed.
Sounds like the perfect age to run for president.
Hopefully he is. Hopefully he's still doing his paintings and stuff.
Seemed like a great
Yeah,
guy.
I hope so.
Great guy.
I don't want him to be.
I'm a fan. The artwork's fantastic.
We don't want him to be doing a not alive.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants that.
Hopefully he's still painting, watching his VHSs.
His VHSs.
He had so many too. Like this whole wall just filled with horror movies.
Sci-fi.
Horror movies? Like smut? Like horror movies? Oh. Horror movies.
Horror movies.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the story of David Huggins.
Any final thoughts?
Look, I don't know. God comes down and fucks the Virgin Mary, Joseph's wife. No one cares about that alien encounter, so I don't see how this is any
Ah, look at this guy.
Same thing.
Wait till the end of the episode and you should start throwing daggers out at
different. Same thing.
So if you listen to Giorgio Tsoukalos, Jesus was an alien-human hybrid.
Makes more sense than
That's all-
anything else. Sure.
That's all that was about.
people. It really does. I mean, that makes more sense than anything.
Him ascending up to heaven was just being abducted, all that
Get
stuff.
it.
Yeah. Good stuff. If you want to hear our take on the first cuck, it's available on
Patreon.
Bible Archive.
Patreon.com/Necronomipod. Check out 2021's 2021
2021.
Bible Babble. It's 12 whole episodes for you to get into. And it's not it's Dave's show. Let's give him the credit. He did a great job.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, give Dave a round of applause.
So this was supposed to be a whole alien sex episode.
Yeah, when you sent the notes, that was I was expecting. And then
I felt David deserved his own episode.
I think you're right.
it's the ninth time this month he's called an audible
Yeah, this month is
on what we're covering.
I like the audibles. It's good.
I did buy another book by Elizabeth Clare,
Uh-oh, here we go.
which we'll get to her someday.
Nice.
It's not a coffee table book. It's a full 200 some page book about her exploits in fucking aliens.
That guy's my favorite.
That guy smoked for like a solid 40
He
years.
died in 1936, and we're still listening to this today.
So
Well, the
yeah,
guy that did in the Black Sabbath Sweet Leaf song, the guy that did the...
I don't think he was alive when they made that song now. He'd have been so old. All right, Dave, what do you got on the old Patreon?
Thank you to new patrons, Brianna Chavez, Mary Cologne, Chad Dillon, Aki Likes Frogs, Rayan, Bush Light is delicious, fuckos. Nope, that is a false statement, sir. Andrew,
Or ma'am.
or ma'am, Skank Hunt 42, Claire Elliott, Shabrina Elrod, Sarah, Sailor, Big Capra Sun, Sarah Gill, Jenna Adamczak, Steven Strachan, Haas Handcraft, and Logan A. Thank you so much, new patrons.
All right, and internationally.
I've got one international shout out today. Thank you to Mrs. Tip Top in Great Britain. Thank you for the very kind review.
Mrs. Tip Top.
Mrs. Tip Top. Just a tip. Just a tip.
she sounds fancy.
Mrs. Tip Top.
Yeah, I have like
How fancy can you be when you listen to us?
yeah. I get like Mary Poppins vibes.
Oh, all right. Well, it's tea time. Time to listen. Time to listen to the Yankee Wankers Necronomopod. I just love those boys.
We've got to be like the scuzz of society, right? Like
Us?
Of British society?
of any society. Like if you're listening to us, like, you know, probably not the classiest person. You're listening to us.
Let me eat my cucumber sandwich and hear what those cunts on Necronomopod are discussing.
All right. Anything else? Good.
I think we're good. It's an interesting story. If what's the name of the book, Ian? If anyone wants to pick that book up, because it's really cool.
It is called
Really cool paintings in there. If you want to get your intergalactic cuckoldry on,
where is my thing?
I would hang that picture in my house. The guy suckling the breast, the alien gray breast.
That's one of the most uncomfortable photos I've ever seen in my life.
I would hang it in your house then.
Yeah.
The book is titled Love in an Alien Purgatory.
Oh, that's an interesting title.
Probably available on Amazon. If you order it right now, you can get it by tomorrow because that's how awesome Amazon is.
100% is on Amazon. And I got it in one day when I ordered
Are
it.
you guys at the point where you won't even buy off Amazon if you can't get it within like a day or two? Because I absolutely am.
I got new AirPods this morning in an hour.
Yeah. Like it's horrible how annoyed I get if I can't have something within a day. Like I'm like, oh fuck this. Fine, I'll go fucking buy it myself. I'll go to Target like a schmuck with every other loser who's driving to the store, and I'll go buy it myself. We really are in the greatest of times.
I keep telling you, it's the best. I need a new AirPods. I ordered them like 9 o'clock this morning. Honest to God.
Was it Amazon or was it like DoorDash?
No, it was the Amazon. They were here by like 10:15. It's the greatest time to be alive.
I don't order anything if it's not on Amazon anymore.
It is the best.
I don't purchase things from other websites.
It's the best.
If it's not on Amazon,
Just
I
those
don't need
wrestling
it.
shorts, huh?
Well, that's
true.
different, pal.
Yeah,
That's different. Come on. That doesn't count.
That's true.
That's not anything. That is everything.
Don't forget to. Whoa! Sorry to interrupt you there.
I had a breath going there. I was about to go into it. Woo!
I was just going to remind everyone we're sponsoring the old wrestling show at the Beachland Ballroom, Cleveland, Ohio, June 10th. If you're in the area, stop out for some great wrestling. Always a fun time.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. It's always fun.
It's always fun. Mm-hmm. One day, Ian will get power bombed in the ring or through a table or
That would be awesome.
some other cool move, and hopefully we're there to record it.
And right next door is Millard Fillmore's presidential library.
That's right.
Which is not true. It's a dive bar, but it's called Millard Fillmore's presidential library, and it's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod, necronomipod.com for stickers that you all have been clamoring for. They are back. And what else did I miss? Amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all the latest merch. And we're on the TikTok as well.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.